and we're trying to test in this dog-to-dog assessment. We are going to see how the dog is going to react to another dog in the most stressful situation we can create. We're going to be in a small space. We're going to have the dog on a short, tightened leash and have a good grip of this dog. We actually use slip leads for doing dog-to-dog because of the safety factor. If you have a dog, like a husky or whatever, that can pull out of that collar, they have those big fluffy coats or whatever. It's just safer to use a slip lead in our opinion. It's whatever you want to do. So how does he react in a stressful situation in a small room, short, tight leash, and an unknown dog comes right in his face? How is he going to react? And we just want that momentary reaction. Does he stiffen? Does he lunge forward? Does he get terrified? Does he just like, whatever, I got other things to do? What does he do in that moment? You don't have to let the dogs touch noses. Our practice has been that if you get an instant reaction, it's over. If you get an instant reaction, you're done. You have the information you need. If your dog instantly, tail goes high, his hackles are up, and he gets really stiff and starts moving forward, you're done. If you have a dog that's like sniffing him out a little bit, we let him get a little bit closer and let it linger on for maybe 5 more seconds. But it's not going to last any more than like 10 seconds. It's going to be really brief, the entire encounter. So you want to have dogs of similar size. Probably want to keep it to about 20 or 25 pounds, size difference. So you don't want to put a min pin with a pit bull. They might react differently over the size. Pit bulls and schnauzers. So you want to have similar size. We have not found that sex of the animal matters. Whether it's male or female, it doesn't really matter. Don't assess dogs in heat. You do not want to assess dogs in heat. That contaminates your room, and you're also not going to you're not going to get an accurate read off of her. You're not going to get an accurate read off of any other dog you do the rest of the day, and you're not going to get a good dog-to-dog. Or you might get a really good dog-to-dog. Unless you're like me, I can't stand dog humping. I can't stand it. It's like, ugh, it's the worst thing that can happen to see 2 dogs humping. Ugh, hate it.
It's really bad when they're not looking at them.
So the way the test is designed is you start from the kennel assessment and you go to the food assessment. You do kennel to food. There came a situation with us that can they do that, the kennel assessment all at once, or does that have to be done in sequence? When we went through all of our kennel assessments all at once, and we would go back to it. So there came a situation with us where a particular scenario is where we would go look at the dogs in the morning to see, okay, what kind of dogs? We don't go, we just go to these shelters once a week. Well, like, what kind of dogs do we have? Where are our dogs located? Make sure they don't have runny noses. Make sure they're not missing what? Oh, I remember Flink. Oh, I miss Flink. So just to go look at our dogs, and you'd have dogs like lunging at you, growling and snarling. And, okay, fine. And then I'd go back and do my assessment, and I didn't record any of this stuff. So on my video camera, so I was just doing my visual thing. So then I'd go back and start my assessments. And then I'd go back to the kennel, and that dog that was snapping at me and snarling in the morning, he's fine. How you doing? And I'm like, you almost bit me this morning. Not doing that. But now I don't have any record. So if you find yourself in that